Uh-oh. I think that man coming to look for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute, y'all. So happy to see y'all. How y'all doing out there? I missed y'all. Welcome to season number 2 of the GAMeFi Podcast, where we talk everything gaming, art, music, eSports, and film. Digital entertainment, y'all. Are y'all ready? Have y'all missed us like we've been missing y'all? Man, this has been a lot going on here in the ATL. It's been a lot going on here in the US of A. It's been a lot going on in the world. And I'm here right now. This is Coach E. I got my co-host DJ Kitty Gold Star.
Hey.
In the house. Wow. We kicking off season 2 like that right there. We're just going to jump into this thing. We're just going to have a good time. Man, it's been a while. I've been missing y'all. So you know what? We're just going to really do this thing. I'm not going to wait. We're going to get into the gaming. Like that. See, I'm going to get my DJ. See, this first episode, we had a DJ. And if she rocking out to it, then, you know, hey. We doing the doggone thing. Yeah. Welcome to the gaming segment of the GAMeFi Podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about some gaming and what's going on right now in Atlanta when it comes to video games and all that. But before we do, I got a question for DJ Kitty Gold Star. I got a question.
What that is?
That question is, when did you first fall in love with video games? When do you first remember playing, and what was that game?
Super Mario Brothers. I was 10. And it was on the what is Nintendo? Nintendo.
That would be Nintendo. It could have been one of those variations, you know, it's got Nintendo, NES, Super Nintendo, then you had, you know, of course, the Game Boy, you had your GameCube and all those different ones.
Yeah.
64.
Mine was just mostly like Nintendo.
Okay. Was it the kind that you had to blow the cartridge to put in there if it was going wrong, or you were just like?
Yeah, it was that, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, that's that original NES.
Yes, it was.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. That's a number one system right there. My best friend had that one. So what did you like so much about Mario Brothers?
I mean, it was just two homies, you know, trying to get to this, princess or something?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But, you know, I found it pretty cool, interesting. It was a journey. I liked it. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It's okay to go on a little bit of a journey. And I miss that in a lot of video games nowadays. They don't do as much of journeys anymore. They try to, but I think the storyline sometimes is too
complicated.
There you go, complicated. Yeah. Like, hey, two homies, let's go find that princess and help her out.
Right.
You know, it's very simple. But now, you know, they want to get into all kind of things nowadays. I don't know. I don't get it. But anywho, that's a solid. We'll give you a solid one on that one, DJ Kitty Gold Star. And I'm saying that over and over again because you just don't come across that name. You just don't get that name as a DJ. And so let's do a little bit of background. Wait, you know what? We're gonna wait till the music segment. I'm gonna let you think about that for a little while, and when we get into the music segment, I'm gonna let you unleash the dragons on that one right there.
Oh boy!
Wow! But you know, did you know that Atlanta is like, and Georgia itself is like number 2, number 3 when it comes to video games and esports in the nation?
I didn't know that, actually.
We doing the doggone thing.
Go ATL, wow.
I'm telling you. So, of course, we've always done the doggone thing when it comes to music.
Yeah. Right?
We've been a trendsetter there. Film industry is popping.
That's true.
The film industry is definitely popping. So, now we just had to bring the video games into it. And so, you know, Cali was doing their thing with the video games. We're going to have our little Cali discussion in a minute. And, you know, New York does it a little bit and Texas does it pretty good. But no, nobody does it like we do it in the ATL. And soon we're going to go ahead and take over Cali for number 1. But, you know, we're working on that right now. Working on that. But when it comes to gaming, there's a lot of industry opportunities. So, you know, you can check us out at Pharaoh's Conclave, PCXNow.com. We talk about all those opportunities in gaming. And of course, you have your regular career paths like game design, but you have graphic design, you know, because one of the reasons I love video games is the graphics. And, you know, I like to see that. I like to see where it goes. And it could be the 8-bit, 16-bit, all the way to your 3D graphics that they're doing right now. But I'm telling you, you know, 16 and 8-bit is having a resurgence. A lot of people like that old school nostalgia.
It is pretty dope, yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, that's what, you know, Mario Brothers was 16-bit and then 32-bit. Yeah. They creeped up a little bit and got a little bit better, but it's all good. You know, the classics, they make sense. Got to have fun with the classics. But I always love playing video games, you know. Growing up myself, I could disappear and hide away. But one of the things I really did also enjoy, especially when I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog, because I was a Sega guy. I like the music. You know, the music in video games is dope. And I don't know why some people, they don't talk enough about the music side of it. And I think I want to make sure we hit in on the music. Do you remember any of the music from Super Mario Brothers? Does any of those sounds really stand out to you?
It's not in my head right now, but yeah, it's that one song that's so popular with the Mario Brothers. Gosh, how does it? Yeah, that was it. Oh my God, I loved it. Iconic,
man. And I mean, and for us to really remember, be vibing on that after all this time Super Mario Brothers has been out, you know, that just lets you know how iconic it was and how strong it was in our memories and how it was built into our psyche. And that's how, because we played it so many doggone times.
Right.
And then, you know, Mario comes from the Donkey Kong franchise because, you know, that's where he started. And then they spent off his own game, which was pretty cool in that whole genre. But I mean, you know, that's really cool. And see, in Sega with Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, they were playing To Be Real. Or it could have been You Got the Best of My Life. I think it was You Got the Best of My Life because they basically the same song.
Wow.
If you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And they were playing that and I was like, wow. But I was dun, 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 dun.
Wait, they did that in that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And see, a lot of people and they made a killing because they put that song into that video game. And a lot of people are making killings now by putting songs in video games. They breaking songs in video games. And you know, you have a chance to do stuff like right now, the trend is, you know, doing Fortnite concerts.
Wow. You
know, Travis Scott did one. I think the Baby did one. They went into the platform and they did like a whole virtual concert inside the Fortnite platform. But I mean, you know, but that's where people are living right now in the digital world. You know, COVID came and told us we couldn't hang out no more. So we had to get into the digital area and find our friends and keep having those parties. But that's what you're doing. And so, I mean, that's a big thing in gaming. People don't know. But again, like I said, you know, we teach gaming, career pathways and stuff. And, you know, I'm gonna let y'all know we got Coach DJ Kitty Goldstar is gonna we're gonna have some conversations because again, there's a lot of young people out there that love music, and you know, you being a professional, and I know eager to teach young people and guide young people. You know, that would be a great way for young people to get in there and do their things. Let me ask you, I'm jumping ahead. It's like I'm as a DJ, and we can talk about it now. This our show. We can talk about it.
Let's do it.
So what made you want to DJ?
I love music. That's it. I love music.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that. What was your first device that you used that you know, kind of really DJ'd on, or did you really like, you know, go down the rabbit hole with?
Oh boy, it was that what's that CD thing? Matt, only people would know this. Like if you're a DJ, you would know what I'm talking about. But it's like,
and I'm not one.
It's okay, no worries. But it was like a Nimark or something. but it's like you just put a CD in there and then you just try to match
Oh,
that beat
like the
point.
CD turntable.
That.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was like
okay.
that was the first thing that I, tried to DJ on right there.
Okay, you know what? I've kind of wanted to be a DJ.
Yeah, anybody can do it.
You know, when I was in college, and all we were doing was like press and play.
Yeah.
We had a DJ name, but it was like a community DJ name for whoever was gonna be over there.
Yeah.
And it was DJ Scratch and Sniff.
Okay, that sounded dope. I like that.
Okay.
That's a nice name.
I'm gonna have to make sure DJ Scratch and Sniff. When I press the buttons on this one, when I do the music, I'm gonna say DJ Scratch and Sniff. Let me
Yeah.
get that next track. Boom.
Yeah, it's a catch. I like that. Oh, yeah.
And then we had MC such and such was he was the MC of the party. He was really telling everybody to throw their hands in the air and wave them like they just don't care. That was that person. So we had a lot of fun in college. My mama say too much fun, but that's okay. That's all right. Okay. All right. So let's move right along. We're gonna get into this art segment. DJ Scratch Sniff, what we got? All right, artsy folks, where y'all at? GAMeFi Podcast, where we talk about everything gaming, arts, music, eSports, and film. We're entering into our art segment right now. We're going to talk a little bit of arts, maybe hit on a little bit of anime, have some fun definitely in this segment. A lot of y'all out there, I want y'all to send in to me your suggestions for some anime I should watch. You can follow us on Instagram at GAMeFi P. Make sure GAMeFi Podcast on Instagram and Twitter is GAMeFi P. So make sure you check us out. But if you just put in GAMeFi Podcast, you'll find us anywhere. Just look us up on the Google A, as I like to used to say to my students, the Google A. You can find anything on the Google A. But we're getting our art segment. So, DJ.
What up?
Kitty Gold Star, would you consider yourself an art aficionado?
What is that? You said an art aficionado?
Yeah, do you consider yourself like a connoisseur of artsy fartsy stuff? or I'm looking at this awesome ink on you right now, so I'm you got to have a little something in the art. Something catches your eye, and I'm liking it because I'm saying, can you tell us a little bit about? I see bass.
Oh wow!
I know.
Yeah, I was okay.
And
right.
I see a little bit of other. Oh, that's Nefertiti. Wait a minute, we got some Egyptian going on here. That's my favorite. So let's talk a little bit about your ink, and I got a little something on me.
That's what's up.
So but what is it about that style of art that really calls to you?
I mean, I just wanted it on me. So the whole Egyptian thing. I mean, I'm part Egyptian. That's
Lucky.
I mean, I guess. But
to be able to know that.
Yeah, my mom and rest in heaven. But she inspired me. It's like she wanted me to represent a little bit of my Egyptian side, so that's why I do it.
Wow, have you had a chance to go to Egypt yet?
To be honest, I know this is gonna sound terrible. I don't want to go. Because I've been to the desert. I know it's not all desert out there. It's true. It's not all desert. It's just, I know, being in California and oh my God, the heat, the everything. But I do know that one day maybe I'll check Egypt out. It's just a certain way they treat their women. I don't really like it. So
Understood.
Yeah, it's a little too far back in the 70s or whatever. I don't know. They kind of stuck out there, so I don't know.
Wow. I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's my son actually is going to have an opportunity to go to Egypt this year as a school trip, and I bet you can't guess what his name is.
So it has to be an Egyptian name.
Mm-hmm.
Pharaoh?
Oh my gosh, how did you guess that? Yes, our oldest son is named Pharaoh, and he's actually going to get a chance to go to Egypt, and we are saving up our ducats so we can go with him. We've been to Africa before.
Okay, nice.
He's been to Africa before, but we want him, this time he gets to go to Egypt as Pharaoh in Egypt, so that's going to be really exciting for him. But that was something I always loved growing up, and a lot of video games use that same iconography. I mean, you can't go wrong
No, you can't.
Can't go wrong using
really
any
can't.
kind of art from that time period.
Yes, it's the truth.
It's iconic. It stands the test of time, which is why we can still see it nowadays.
True.
It's mysterious,
Yes.
captivating. I love Egypt.
It's a lot of meaning behind it. It's
It
a
is,
lot
it
of
is.
yeah.
So can you tell us some of the meaning behind some of your tattoos?
Bastet or Bastet, some people, however they say it, but she's like the Egyptian cat goddess, and she stands for fertility, which I'm not really about, but it's just a lot of Egyptians, they worshipped their cats. So, kitty gold star, you see what
I see you working it in there.
But not, a little bit. That's not even the meaning behind that name.
Wow. Okay.
But, Bastet, she still plays a part, just being that cat, that powerful cat. Nefertiti, I mean, she stands out a lot. I mean, she, overruled, what part was that again? Egypt, the upper part, I believe.
Right, she was Upper Egypt. I think she also, I want to say, and somebody out there correct me if I'm wrong. Shoot me a message on Instagram or anything. But I want to say she united the Upper and Lower Kingdom. She was bad.
She, because they believed in that one God. They wanted to worship that one God. And, what was the name of that one God? My brain is all over the place with this.
The sun god. So it would be
the sun god, but there's that specific name. Atet, something like that.
Aten.
That's it.
We're gonna figure it out.
That's it.
That's what everybody like. Tutankhamun was Aten's son. That's what they got. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, she was a badass, and nobody even know, it's a possibility she took over her husband, or took over that reign.
I believe she did. I mean,
you think so? You think she actually?
Because the stories, the stories when it comes from a matriarchal side or from the feminine, people like to try to wash it out or erase it, but people don't understand, in that time, the women were the heads.
Yes, they was.
They were the heads. There was no narrative of, people were trying to do it. They would go to grandmama first, or mama, and they were like, hey, what do you want us to do? And they would rule, and they would rule the kingdom. They were the generals. They were doing everything.
Everything.
They were the doctors. They were, they made sure everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. But it got erased in, some men get a little, our feelings, we get our little feelings hurt, and we want to make it sound like we doing all of this stuff. I don't know why, but
power.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. But the true power was in the feminine. I cannot deny that.
Thank you.
I cannot deny that. So I'm recognizing I'm sitting by some powerfulness right now. We got some power back there with Chemical back there doing her thing from Atlanta Gamer Life. What's up? And Dr. T, she doing her thing with my daughter. She had dance day. That's why she wasn't here yet, but she would love to have met you and have part of this conversation about Egypt and whatnot. So this is sure. But I love those. I'm gonna do a little bit. But see, mine is just regular. I got let's see. On this one side is what is this? This is my Kappa Kappa side. It's fraternity.
Okay, the
band fraternity that
That's
I was in at Tuskegee. And then this other side is Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Then I got my little brand going on right here. But I tried to do a little something. Got my lightning and my blood drops. They met my 4 line brothers, and I wanted to make sure that whatever I put on my body had meaning.
Exactly, and that's why a lot of people put art on their body. It's to rep them. It's like a background. They actually telling their story. A little bit about themselves. And
if you're paying attention, you will learn a lot about somebody.
Exactly.
Just by looking at their tattoos.
Exactly.
You'll learn. So what is the clock, the face clock?
Oh man, this is an old tattoo. My first tattoo.
That was the first one?
Yeah, I swear. Okay, 808, it was the time I was born.
Wow.
And 808 also because I was into music. So
boom like 808.
Yes, producer, that's my favorite. It's my favorite beat. So that's what the clock represents, is, on time at, 808, I was born.
So you were destined to be DJ Kitty Gold Star.
All about music, I'm telling you. I'm all about the music. I love music.
See how that stuff connects? People have to understand and realize that, astrology, There is something to that. Numbers mean something.
Yes,
times mean something. Names mean something. And if you really look back into it, you can figure out a lot of stuff. And you'll look back and say, wow, I do live that way.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So guess what time it is now?
What's that time?
DJ Scratch or Sniff. Make it happen. It's time for the music segment.
Okay.
Now this is your segment right here.
My segment.
I'm gonna kind of give it to you so that you can give it back to them the way they need to know how it is. Nah, I don't know. I can't rap. But I love this beat right here. This beat represents music to me. When we were picking the tracks, I really felt like this really meant something to me because you could vibe.
I feel it.
And the beat just hits you right. And you know, and when you talking about that 808s,
I hear it, yeah.
Got that bass going on.
Boom.
So man, this is what's up. But hey everybody, again, welcome to the music segment of the GAMeFi Podcast, where we talk everything gaming, art, music, eSports, and film. So we really gonna get into this music side because right next to me I got the all-powerful DJ Kitty Gold Star. And so we're gonna get into that background. I got to find out what that name is. So let's start right there.
God.
Come on. Where did you get that? Where did that come from?
Me and a friend, we were so tipsy when we came up with this one. Oh my God, it was insane. Well, it basically represents, God, it's like, do I even want to say this? Like something down there that never been touched, but you just, it's really, you never really been, you only, you know, represent a certain side, you know, because you never been on the other side on that team. So you only let the other side touch that part.
All right.
Gold Star, you know, and, you know, the lesbian community, it definitely represents, you know, like you never been with a guy. And the kitty represents, you know, that's what I, you know, call that down there is
the power of the feminine.
The kitty Gold Star, you know, it's
the power of
a
the
lot
feminine.
of people didn't even know that, but you know, it's so funny. Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, you can, so I'm saying Chemicals putting it up there. We got Atlanta, at Atlanta Gay Pride. Definitely make sure that you follow them as well. We are definitely supporter of all people, of everybody. And that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. I know you might not have, I'm okay. You know, I know how it feels to be uncomfortable to talk about certain things, but I appreciate you feeling comfortable enough to share with us exactly where that name came from. And that's a dope name, and that's a dope meaning behind that name. And, you know, people need to know.
I know a lot of people thought, because this so funny, this guy was like, sounds like a stripper's name. And I'm like, what? No, it's not a stripper's name. No, it's if you only knew that meaning, but it's all good. It's all good. I let him have it.
Well, you know.
Yeah, Kitty, whatever you want to.
We're ignorant.
It's all good. I didn't care. I was like, yeah, you know, it can be that, sure.
But let it be known that is not what it means. For sure. Let it be known. Again, we've been talking about the power of the feminine right there.
Yes.
The power, that is an awesome name, and I'm glad you shared it. So, about how old were you when you came up with that name? I don't know if you might not be comfortable. Because I want people to understand. Look, be comfortable who you are with what you do. Listen. That's what we have to move towards. And I think that'll help Atlanta and the United States just get better, be a better place.
Right. I was like in college, like when me and my friend came up with that. We was like so tipsy though, but it was crazy. We just
what was the drink? What were y'all drinking?
Just straight up like bougie ass wine. That was it. It was just straight up wine.
I'm not a wine person. I could never do it. I try. I literally tried to do it, but I can't do wine. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It has to be something like hard, you know, all the way, or a mixed drink. But I never could get with wine. Even beer. I'm good with beer. I just could never get into wine.
God, wines. It's just like.
Give me a suggestion. What wine should I try?
Pinot Noir. Like
really?
That type of, yeah. Oh my God. It's just something about the berries. It's perfected, and it makes you super high. Like I Oh man, it's a good type of high though. You know, you just be cruising. You
I'ma
don't even
try.
have to cruise on the road. No, not like that. You just cruising, like walking or whatever, like that, or
Just vibing.
you know, vibing. Oh my god, it just puts you in this mindset. Like you just chill.
I'm so jealous. I'm jealous of people who can really do that with wine because I'm like,
Taste it, and just
taste it and
smell
just
it,
really
like,
smell
yeah,
and just really
go
like.
with it.
I just
yes.
I was never able to really do that wine. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find me one. That's I'm gonna call mine, and that'll be in my cup, my glass.
Cabernets is nice too.
Okay.
You know, if you want to try a Cabernet.
Nice little cab. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool too.
I'm gonna try it. I promise you I will. But I mean, I'm cool. You know, it's not a wine, but I mean, like, well, I'll take that back. I can do white wine. But I can't do the darks. I can't do the cabs. I can't do the pinots. I mean, I don't know what taste I'm expecting. And like I said, I'm okay with beer. So it's an acquired taste, I'm sure, like beer is. So,
yeah.
I mean, because beer is bitter. It's not.
Beer, it's not bad. It is what it is. You know.
I'll try.
Red wines, it's an antioxidant. It's got its antioxidants in
Right.
there, so it's good for the heart. It really is. It's really good for the heart.
But I don't like it.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna find me one. And then so I can hang out with the crowd, man. I don't want to be the eyeball, and everybody winding down and stuff like that. There's a great pizza place on Wine that's down over there by Atlanta Metro off of Metropolitan.
Okay.
Cool spot. But I want to be able to do that. I feel like left out sometimes. That case, just glass of wine at the end of the day, and just man,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was about to be like, I just smoke one and just be like.
You could smoke wine. Yes, you can. It's like weed. It can be your medicine. Whatever you want wine to be, it'll be that for you.
Okay, well let me try that. I'm gonna try again, and I'm gonna let you know.
Some good wine though. Make sure it's good wine.
Make sure it's good, top notch.
Yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
I'm gonna go for that. My wife loves wine, so
Cool.
I'm gonna see if she can find one for me, and then then that'll be something we'll be able to do together, and chill, and get mellow on. And she's a musician. She's a singer.
Okay.
Songwriter. She's actually at Georgia State right now. She has a PhD in computer science, but she went back to school because she didn't major or minor in music, although she sang in jazz ensembles all throughout school. But she's going for music technology, so she's learning how to mix and master and run studios and stuff like that.
That's really cool. That's really nice. That's a good one.
So when she's back in the writing mode, so I can vibe out with her, I'll try. We're gonna find me a wine.
All right,
I
you gotta do it.
Find me one.
Gotta do it.
Doggone it. But what is it about? What is your favorite thing about music that really speaks to who you are and why you wanted to make a career in it?
All music speaks to me. I mean, I'm a variety DJ, so I play everything. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I'll date it all the way back to like the 20s maybe, just I don't care. It's just I love music, and I always find like an opportunity like behind certain sounds. Like I can make a beat out of it. I can do this. I can do that. It's just it takes me on a certain type of like I'm on that journey with that song. Like I love all music. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. Anything.
Man, it's like I said. I played in a band all my life, and it was something about having to clean up. When I was growing up and my parents playing the records, from Earth, Wind and Fire, anybody, even oh my God, George Clinton, Parliament.
Nice.
I like the bands. I really like the bands. That was my thing growing up. But then I love when it got to the 80s. I love my Prince,
love the 80s,
my Michael Jackson. Who's your 80s band?
The 80s band. I mean,
or who's your 80s group?
I mean, it
got to take the whole 80s.
It's like I take the whole 80s, and of course I love Madonna.
Man,
Madonna, and
I watched every special. I love me some Madonna, and I love just how edgy she was, and she wasn't afraid to push the envelope.
Exactly, I love her for that too.
I wasn't mad at her. I was like, do your thing, Madonna. Mm-hmm. Do your thing. Oh man. Shoot, man. But I like 40s, 50s music as well. I like all music, like you said. I'm very eclectic. I like And it was funny. My wife's the name of her album was Eclectic Lady.
Okay.
And then because she loves that, she likes all genre of music as well. 80s, she would be vibing out with you right now.
Right.
On 80s, that was her. That's her decade right there. Everything 80s. Wow. So what are some things you're working on right now?
I mean, right now I'm just out and about, just DJing. That's it. I haven't even made like a beat, my latest beats yet, because I'm just like, I've been chilling. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, I mean, I'll DJ here and there. That's about it. That's about it for now.
So what do you like? So when you're in the booth DJing, like what is it that you really, really like that say, yeah, I got to come back and do this again, that makes you keep coming back?
I mean, you know, I like to feel. I like to film myself. I'm sorry, not like that, but I like to film myself. You know, like DJing. Like I like to. It's like you're in this big room and you can just let your music flow, and I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling everything out, like the crowd or whatever, like that, whoever, but mostly myself. I'm not gonna lie. It's just I like to vibe off music. Like I'm just feeling it, like whatever.
I hear you. And what was the craziest thing that happened while you were DJing that you can remember?
Craziest thing that ever happened?
Or the weirdest thing that might have happened? You were like, wow, okay.
I mean, I just, it's not even wild. It's just, you know how some people, let's just say back in the day when I put this one Timberland song on, it was featuring Justin Timberlake, and I never forget this girl, she came up to me, she's like, what is this? This is horrible. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's coming along. It's gonna be a hit one day, for real. It's gonna be a hit.
So you was breaking music out there. They didn't even know what they were listening to.
They didn't even know what they was listening to. But see, my thing was I was trying to get a lot of people together at that time. I literally had to bring people together from all backgrounds. And that's what I was very successful somewhere in Durham, North Carolina. Shout out to them. Forgot the name of that bar, but that's where I was. But yeah, it's just she got mad about it or whatever like that. But look, that song turned out to be #1 by JT.
Exactly.
And Timberland. It was the top song. So I don't know.
But that's what music's supposed to do. Music's supposed to bring people together.
Supposed to.
I mean, it does. Well, if you allow it to, I'll put it that way. It's not the music's fault if you're not coming together. It's something in you not right if you're not allowing the music to bring you together and to take you to that next level.
Right.
Wow. So where could everybody follow you when it comes to DJ Kitty Goldstar? Where can they follow you?
Kitty Goldstar.
Real simple.
At Kitty Goldstar IG.
There Instagram. There it is. So do you have anything you want to share about just inspiring DJs out there? What would be some advice you would give to them about, becoming a DJ?
I mean, first off, you got to love music. I mean, it's just loving music and feeling it, just that's it. You have to vibe with whatever you play. That's it. I mean, you know what it is, and let you just ride out. Let your ears feel it, let your body and everything, your mind, and just go from there. I mean, that's it. It's just feeling it.
I gotta come hear one of your sets. I mean, you over here, you got me wanting to be like, man, I need to vibe for real, for real, man. Well, you know what time it is now?
What time is it?
DJ Scratch a Sniff.
Oh yeah.
Hit it. See, if I was real out with it, I'd be up here marching and carrying on. But we're going into our eSports segment here on the GAMeFi Podcast, where we talk everything gaming, arts, music, eSports, and film. Esports it's huge out there. It's getting big out there. And we want everybody to feel it. It's competition time. Seasons are starting up. Tournaments are happening here and there. As a matter of fact, we have some opportunities coming up. We have a partnership with the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons and the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame, where this Halloween we're actually going to have some video games going on pre-game over there at the Hall of Fame, and then we're going to the game, watch the Falcons game, and then afterwards we're going to be playing video games on the Halo board. So on the big Jumbotron, 360 degrees. We're gonna have some gameplay going on with some finals of some of our kids playing, and so it's gonna be real cool, real fun that we're doing on that. But I mean, you know, esports is huge. Esports is like a $3 billion industry right now, and it's part of a $200 billion video game industry. But for the I guess the glitz and glamour, you know, that's what esports is doing on a competitive scene. But, you know, there's a group called Controllerize. You know, these are a group of guys. You know them?
I do.
Oh, man. And you talking about vibing while you playing some games? Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I had to take a breath on that one. And I haven't had a chance to actually get them to come to one of my events and do one of my events, but I'm working on that. But that's one of my favorite ones. But I mean, you know, it makes sense to bring the DJ to the gaming, to the video game. I don't know. People don't, I don't know. I remember we did, and you know, I'm just gonna say this. We were at DreamHack back in 2017, and you know, we had a DJ and we had music going on. And, you know, they were like, turn y'all music down. And we was like, turn the music down? I'm like, how's that interrupting your vibe on the game? Because everybody's listening to music. I was really taken aback.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. They did not want to hear the music.
Interesting.
It made no sense. To me, it makes sense. I'm always playing my favorite song while I'm playing my favorite game. There's good music in the games. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But that's great. But whenever we do anything, music is always a part, and I make sure that it's always going to be a part. So we always have, you know, local DJs at our events as much as we possibly can, you know, to give them an opportunity. Because again, you know, this is about career pathways, and music is a big opportunity when it comes to video gaming. So we want them to get out there and break it out there and get a chance, get opportunities. So we're always asking DJs to come. So I'm just, hey, Chemical, we need to make sure that we have DJ Kitty Gold Star on the list when we
sure.
DJ
Okay.
an upcoming event. We definitely got to, because I'm feeling the vibe. I know it's going to be awesome. So we're going to make sure we do that and pull that together. But season 3 of our Youth Esports League is coming up, and that's all grades. It's K through 12, so we have a mini division, junior division, youth division, and then a college division. So it's pretty fun to see all those young people come, and they're into music. So we never have a trouble with the young crowd. Sure. You know, having music be a part of what we're doing. That we might not necessarily play their type of music.
True.
So you got to be, you know, you got to make sure that you are, you got the variety for them and everything. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I got taken. I'm watching the Falcons game here, and they losing. Oh my gosh.
Falcons just losing.
Yeah,
wow.
they just let that man catch a touchdown like it was nothing. Well, I mean, they got to go for 2, so you know maybe they can hold on to it. But I mean, I don't know. He was sacked, and they let that man get that Tyler Heineke get the ball off and do his thing. But that's okay. I got faith. I got faith in my Falcons. Wow, they let him come back and get that. Wow, I can't believe it. But anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. Maybe I'll feel better.
For sure, I feel you.
But you know, that's the environment that we want to have happen. As a matter of fact, as part of our event on Halloween, we actually have a dance challenge. So they're gonna actually walk a little 0.5K, and then afterwards they do a little dance challenge. Oh my God, who made that game? Game Over by Lil Flip or Flip. Did I say his name right?
Huh? You sure it wasn't the game?
Lil Flip. Yeah.
Okay.
Game. Yeah, that's when they made. Game Over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. And my daughter did the dance for it, so it was cool.
That's cool.
I'm trying to get into TikTok. Are you into TikTok? Like, are you one of those DJs? Let me ask you this: are you a DJ that you have your lives going on when you DJ, or what?
I'm not that type. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too big on the social media, even though I know it's probably part of the platform. Of course, it is true that. But I'm not. No, I don't like TikTok. I'm sorry.
I'm loving this. This right here. This is just chill. This is just chill. That's what I'm getting. Man, you with me? Because I'm still trying to figure that thing out, too. It's like I just want to be, but then right. I know that I have to
do
social media a lot of times, but you know, it's all good. You know, we'll get it, but that's why I get interns, the younger folks that know all of that, and I let them do the social media while I do what I do, and so we both doing what we love, right. And we're making it do what it do. But yeah, so I noticed that I don't know what TV show I was watching, and it was a guy who was DJing, and they were, you know, he was a good DJ. Everybody liked his sets, but he wasn't, you know, on social media. He wasn't live, and while he was DJing, and they were like, "You need to do that to get to the next level." And he was like, "I don't really want to do that." But he started to do it or whatever. And this is television, of course. Yeah. It's imitation. It's not real life. But anywho, but it was like how they were making him switch from just being a pure DJ to having to do all the other things. Sure. Yeah. So it's interesting. What are your take on these versus battles and all that stuff?
You talking about as in rapping or what?
Rapping. Well, okay. We got battle rapping and the verses that they're doing now. They're using social media to have people kind of. It started out with, I think, didn't it start with DJs going back and forth or just playing music? Oh, producers. It was more on the producer side. Okay. I checked out on it a long time ago. It seemed a little over. I don't know. Something didn't quite curl all the way when they were doing that. But what do you think about like rap battles?
I mean, it's entertaining. It's very entertaining, and it's cool that people can come up with words in the top of their head, match it with that word. You know, it sounds like it just hit it. Like, wow, you totally just did that. Like you nailed that. Some people probably can't rap, but you know what? It's still a flow. I'm one of those people. I cannot rap from the top of my head.
You're not by yourself.
I want to have that gift, but I can't do it.
It's like singing. I want to sing, but I can't. I want to rap, but I can't. Man. But you know, it's okay. What about DJ battles?
Oh, those are cool. I mean, it's just like, what do you got? Oh yeah, okay, I got this. What do you got? You know, it's just jamming. I like it. I think it's cool.
Have you had the opportunity to be in a battle yourself?
I don't know what that was. I don't even know if it was a battle or whatever, but it's like, show that DJ what you got, like, or show the other DJs what you got, and everybody play their sets. And, you know, it's just, you go from there, and, you know,
who moved the crowd the most or whatever.
Yeah, and they either like you or they hate you or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
I got you.
It can totally change up a vibe, though.
But I don't mind, man. But yeah, battling. But you are one of the elements of hip hop. Yeah. You know, which is cool. You know, which is cool. So, shouts out to the DJ element of hip hop.
For sure. Yeah.
So, man, just do the thing, and for women DJs as well. Yeah. You know, let's talk about that a little bit. Being a woman and being a DJ, what did you see, or how were you accepted into that, and how have you navigated?
I mean, you know, to be honest, it's like with the female DJs, they want you to look a certain way, to be a certain way, and I don't really agree with it. You know, like, you'll see some female DJs, they'll just come out, wear a little bit of this, almost like they're a little stripper in a way, kind of like a stripper type looking DJ, just jamming out. And I'm like, so they playing their music and they're looking a certain way, and that's probably how they're getting their little crowd. But with me, I'm just, like I say, I'm not into the whole, like, let me I wear like full clothes, guys. I like to wear clothes. Okay, I do. And I just go by my music, and that's it. But, you know, other female DJs, I think that it's just more like a sex type thing in a way, kind of like they're using sex with it too. So
almost kind of the way that they did with female MCs, you know.
Exactly. You know, it's the same vibe. It's the same thing. So it's just like, oh wow, here we go.
Well, yeah. But hopefully, you know, again, I think as we come together more, and understanding the things that everybody has to battle, no matter where you are, the prejudice you have to get by, the sexism and all of that stuff. You know, hopefully we get to a point where everybody's like, you know what, let's equal this thing out. Let's have a little bit more equity when it comes to that. If you're good, you're good.
It's supposed to be that way, but you know, it's everything is just based
wishful thinking, huh?
Yeah, and it's based off profiting and all this other stuff. So you gotta look at that too.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's why, when I was growing up, I just like being, going to places like I said, like a vibe. It didn't have to be the most glamorous place, the glamorous club or whatever. It was I go to the hole in the wall, and if the music was right, I was good.
I love those hole in the walls, yo. Those are dope.
Hey, you can't go wrong with a hole in the wall.
No, you can't.
You cannot go wrong with a hole in the wall, man.
Right.
Oh man, I could some stories I got about being in I digress. You know what time it is?
What time is it? What time is it?
It is time to go to our very last segment, DJ Scratch and Sniff. I think we on to something with this music, y'all. We got the DJ over here vibing. If we got DJ Kitty Gold Star herself vibing over here. See, if all I had to do was push buttons,
Right.
I would be a bum DJ.
Right.
But I'm gonna start. Shouts out to Chemical, the CDJ. The CDJ was the apparatus.
Yes.
Was what you were talking about earlier?
CDJs, yes, that one.
I'm having to get me one of those. I'll start off there. Don't look like that, Chemical. What you trying to say? You don't think I can? Come on, DJ Scratch still be killing it. Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we're in a new time and era. I can't be on the vinyl 1 and 2s. I can't be on the CDJ no more. Oh, I can still go vinyl, but I can't do CD.
Some DJs are still doing it though. I mean, they
be walking around with like luggages.
But the CDJ, that was small compared to the regular vinyl joints.
vinyl. Oh my God.
Quick question for the.
Yes. So,
What's up?
huh? What do you prefer? Well,
I'm a controller person all day. That's what I'm all about my controllers. I love those things. They're just dope. I'm feeling it.
So where have you evolved to? What kind of equipment are you using now?
Right now I'm on my SX2 DDJ. That's a Pioneer, by the way. So
Okay.
yeah, they're really cool. I like it.
Cool. So
Yeah.
now, do you like the fact now that pretty much now it's to the point where you just come in and kind of plug in and go?
Yes, I love that. Oh my God, it's so easy.
I remember having the little crates when I was in college. We had our friends, we would help them out, and we had the little crates. Them things were heavy.
I feel you. I used to carry all my CDs with me. Like when I was on those CDJs, all my CD cases. Like, oh yeah, here we go. Like let me pack it up in my car.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's one good thing about technology now. It's getting to a point where you can do what you need to do,
Exactly.
and just bring your laptop and do or whatever, and have a couple of different devices and be like, and you're good to go.
That's it.
That's all you really need.
That's all you need.
I got you. That's what's up. Yeah. Film. So we're in the film segment right now. What are there any movies out right now that you're thinking about checking out?
I don't know too much about the movies out here right now. I mean, I know Netflix is going. I don't even Netflix. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't do a lot of stuff.
Okay. Hey, I mean, you and your music. You doing your music thing. I ain't got time for.
I mean, I'm sure there's some good stuff out here. I don't know though. I don't know what's good out there. Do you know any good films? Like,
nah, not really. I mean, they got a lot of like stuff like Venom. What is this? This is Carnage or whatever, the new one that's out.
okay.
They got some Marvel stuff about to come out. But I think I was listening to somebody and they were just saying how, at this point, we're about to have like a run on a bunch of things coming out.
Okay.
Real soon. But I'm a sci-fi guy.
For sure. That's cool.
Sci-fi, the comic book to live action type of movies now. I really love those. I'm also a historical guy. So See? It's on. That's a show. That's a movie. Yes. It's a show.
It's a series.
Oh, it's a series called SEE. SEE.
Yeah, the second one's coming out soon.
Season 2. Yeah. Really?
Basically, on season 1, you're in a post-apocalyptic era.
Everything is post-apocalyptic.
No one can see.
Oh.
Yeah, you literally everyone was blind, and all of a sudden, there comes a
And I don't know if y'all can hear what Chemical is saying out there, but this is like, you know what it sounds like almost? It's almost a reverse of the one with Denzel Washington.
That's what I was gonna say too.
When he was
Some
blind.
with Eli.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna. Yeah, I was
Book
thinking
of Eli.
The book
Was
of
it Book of
Eli.
Eli? Yeah,
Yes,
man.
That's it. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And at the end of the day, everybody found out that he was actually blind, and he was like, "Wow, you know how long he had to actually read the Bible to be able to dictate the Bible the way he did."
Right. Yeah.
That was crazy, but sounds like a reverse. Okay, but you know, it seems I don't know. Is that a genre that's played right now? The post-apocalyptic Pocahontas, the post-apocalyptic, you know, that whole zombie, you know, after, you know, the World War type of thing. Because there's a lot of movies that are, you know, sticking into that genre.
Yeah.
Who?
A lot of video games are sticking in.
That is true.
That's true. That is true.
Actually coming out of open access. Early access.
True.
So think about it. The game Rust.
Yeah.
Post-apocalypse.
Rust. Yep. And you got the bios and
DayZ.
yep. Man.
We got Back for Blood coming out soon.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
That sounds
I
interesting.
guess. Yeah. But I guess, you know, if it's working, you know, it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I mean, you know, I want to see some unicorns. I want to see some oasis, and then you know, does the end of the world have to look so bleak? I mean, I guess if the world is over, it's supposed to be bleak. I guess. Animal Crossing. I guess.
Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. Yeah, that sounds. I would like to play that. I would like to play that.
We're gonna figure it. We're gonna find a game for
I like
you.
those happy games.
We got, yes.
Nothing coming after me. Like, that scares me. My anxiety goes up.
Who?
Overcooked 2.
Overcooked 2? Oh, were you chef and you putting the stuff together?
Oh, that
Gotta work
sounds cool.
together
I
to do
like
the
that.
stuff.
I would definitely
Now I
do
like
that.
strategy games, working games, you know,
Yeah,
games
me
with
too.
options and things like that that you're supposed to have. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's pretty cool.
They're actually trying to eSports that though.
Well, you know what? It's a team sport. It's a team sport, and it's a time thing as well. So you know your rounds won't be that long. You know you can actually compete over any video game. It doesn't matter. You know, just put a clock on it. At the end of the day, put a clock on it. They pretty much there's a score tied to it, so there's a high score aspect. So put a clock and put a scoring, you know, system, and you got an esport.
For sure.
You can compete, you know, just like we did back in the day in the arcades. You know, you just whoever's the best. It is what it is. Yeah. So, man, that film, man. Do you have do you have a favorite movie?
I mean, I would have to think hard on that one. Because mine, it dates way back. I like those old movies. I don't like, I mean, I'm sure there's a good today's movies. It's just, something about the old movies just spoke better to me. You know, it makes me feel better when I watch older movies. I don't know.
Speaking of sci-fi and older movies, they're doing a Dune remake of Dune. Dune was a movie, sci-fi movie where they were in space and they were searching for spice. It was like different civilizations had evolved and whatnot, and so it wasn't so much looking for water. You know, it was this thing called the spice that everybody was after and looking for, and they're about to do a reboot of that. And so that's pretty cool. But there's a lot of remakes and reboots that are happening. Some are better than others.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, man, they try to get to some of my older movies. And I'm like, don't touch my older movies.
Yeah, I know.
You know, don't try to
let
reboot
it stay
those.
classic. Don't
Leave it alone.
Don't touch it. Yeah.
And if you're gonna try to do something with it, you know, the prequel stuff they do now, I'm okay with some of the prequels because they talk about the you know, the prior stories and whatnot. I can go with those, but I just don't like when they just try to flat out remake. And maybe even if they take it to, like, you know, the son of, or, you know, the next generation of that, you know, try to retell a story a little bit. Kind of what what's the name of the Star Wars? You know, they did a lot of those prequels. Yeah, my favorite movie of all time. I don't know. That's what she was just saying. She was like, "See, I think about that one. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite movie of all time. Like I said, I'm like a, you know, it's what I'm feeling that day. It's kind of, you know what? I think I am to movies. I
got it.
Uh-oh.
Ghost.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
sappy.
I love that
so
movie, Ghost.
No, I'm just kidding.
And that song by Righteous Brothers.
Are you talking about the one when they was
Yes,
making the clay joints?
Yes, come on, that was a sexy scene too. Oh my God, Ghost. That's it.
Okay. I'm not mad at Ghost. I don't have a favorite. I really don't. I don't. You put on it. Just like I said, it depends on how I feel that day. Give me a good mystery. Give me a good suspense. I'm good with that. A good whodunit. I'm good with that. I'm good. It don't matter the time period, the genre, or anything like that. I'm actually pretty good with that. So,
what do you think about that movie, Get Out? I know we were talking about that. I know, right? But
no. I thought it was interesting, and I like the fact that we're getting people of color are getting an opportunity to direct films and put out the stories that they've written and come up with. Because they're very interesting. That's my thing. It's kind of has the mystery whodunit part to it.
Exactly. I love those movies.
It had the science fiction aspect to it as well. So there was a lot. A lot of those things were combined, and it was pretty interesting. And it was like you got to see it more than once to catch some of the the little stuff they got hidden in there, the Easter eggs, as we like to call it in the video game industry.
Sure.
The little hidden meanings behind some of the stuff. So it's pretty cool. I thought it was good. The male actor, the male lead, he's good. He's pretty good. He's been in a lot of things. I saw a recent Instagram post that highlighted a lot of his movies that he was in, and they were like, he's a very underrated actor.
Yeah,
but he does a lot of stuff. He does a lot of different. He's not typecast either. Yeah. He has a very wide range that he acts in. And so again, like I said, I'm happy that they are getting the opportunities to put out those movies and those stories right now, to see different ways that we can act. Okay, this was a conversation I had earlier today. It seems to me, have you heard about the reboot of The Wonder Years?
Never heard, no.
Okay, so The Wonder Years was a TV show back in the day. It was a coming of age story where this little white boy was fell in love with this little white girl, and it was set in the 60s, I want to say, and it was back with Fred Savage is the name of the actor, and he did that. They're rebooting it now, and they're doing it they have a black kid.
Okay.
A little black boy. They're doing him, and it's set in the 70s, so you go 10 years up, and so it's very interesting how that's going to happen, but it's been a lot of backfire. But Little Mermaid, you have one of the twins, the singers, who's going to be Little Mermaid. In a reboot of a live, not even a reboot, a live action of Little Mermaid. And they got a lot of flack on her being being little Ariel, playing the part of Ariel, which I think is, horrible. But
me too.
It's very interesting. That's been happening lately. But again, I'm liking the fact that, you're getting to be able to tell stories from different perspectives.
Yeah. I
think that's long overdue. Every perspective needs to be told.
Sure.
And so you need to have opportunity. It has to be inclusive of everybody, every story. That's what I say. And if you do it like that, then, you might learn something. But I'm looking at my clock, and you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to all my... But you know what? It's time to get those sirens going, y'all. Man, this has been a bomb opening to season 2 of the GAMeFi Podcast. I'm your boy, Coach E. Sitting right here next to me, co-hosting today is DJ Kitty Gold Star in the flesh. So thank you so very much for joining us. We missed y'all. I hope y'all got something out of today's episode. We're going to get it up for y'all. Let y'all vibe out on it. But again, follow us at everything GAMeFi Podcast. We'll be here again week after week. We're going to take it all the way through. Season 2 coming at you. Man, having fun. So thank you again. One more time, where can they find you and follow you?
IG, Kitty Gold Star.
Kitty Gold Star, that's all you need to do. That's it right there. She likes Egyptian. She likes Egypt, anything that has to do with Egypt.
Egypt, yes.
Hey, y'all. Peace. 2 fingers out to y'all. See you soon. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all again for joining me on the GAMeFi Podcast, where we talk about everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. Be sure to check us out right here. And then make sure you check us out right here. And then subscribe. Because we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. We want to make sure that you are seeing. If you like this content, make sure you join us. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. And I'll see you soon. GAMeFi Podcast at the Live Hip Hop Daily Studios.